everyone that is a coder or is working in an office, you're working in that kind of environment where it's not really physical work. You know, you're sitting there, you're typing, you're solving problems. At some point, surely you've got to start to think, I need to get some exercise into my routine. And one of the ways of doing that is to cycle to work. You can start cycling to work. Now, and my experience of getting on my bike instead of using a car is, on the whole, it's a very positive one. But I do recommend having, like, you know, the luminous crash helmet, some sort of an luminous jacket. So, you know, making sure that all of the reflectors and lights and everything are working on your bike. Now, there's a reason for this. And it's not because we're just copying each other by wearing all of this stuff. There's actual reasons for it. It's because occasionally you get some lunatic on the road that doesn't give a damn about your life. And they will run you straight over if they could get away with it because you are in their way. I kid you not, right? Sometimes they will, like, you know, still try and overtake you, even though you've got your hand out, you're indicating with your hand. They will still try and overtake you and do overtake you, even though you're swinging out and you're indicating. And then they'll be bibbing at you as you go past and stuff like that, or shouting out the window, loads of abuse, you know, which has happened to me on like more than one occasion, even though I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just, like, you know, cycling down a roadway and maybe there's a bend and they can't get round me because they have to treat me like I'm another car. So some people try to cut in really close. Some people try to cut me up. It's like, it's dreadful. But on the whole, most people are really good. And I've taken the bike on the train. And yes, you can take your bike on the train. There's special little carts you can get on there. But check out the railway station before you go. Because each train service has different rules. But on the whole, you can take your bike on there. Maybe not on peak hours. It's like off-peak. Anyhow. I found like that quite a social experience. Like, people at the train station would be really useful. They'd be really helpful. Like, other people using the trains, they were helpful too. Everybody seems to understand. You know, I don't think I'm the only one that worries about getting on the wrong train. But anyhow, the bike. You could, you know, if you're biking to work, it's really good for your legs. My neighbour today was telling me that apparently cycling is good for your legs and good for your joints and your hips because you're flexing rather than pounding. Like, if you're running, there's the shock, but if you're cycling, it's kind of like a therapy, and it's good exercise for your legs, for your cardiovascular system. It's got to help you in so many ways. So it's really worthwhile doing. It's just, bear in mind, there are some absolute lunatics that will just try to run you over here. You know, so make sure you've got like the equipment. And if you are a car driver and you see cyclists on the road, please bear this in mind. Bear these following factors in mind. For a cyclist, the smallest amount of debris at the side of the road can be a real hazard, because if it's loose gravel, then like you can slide off your bike pretty easily. If it's bigger sort of rocks, half bricks or whatever, you can get that stuff as well. Obviously, they're going to be really dangerous. You hit them, you could come flying off of your bike. Drains, if you hit them at the wrong angle, you can come flying off of your bike. Potholes at the side of the road, obviously they're very dangerous. And then you've got, like, you know, where the road is just really poor quality and it's starting to like come apart. It starts to come apart like this, and your tires get stuck in those grooves. Those can be real problems too. And horse manure at the side of the road. You got to get right round that, because it's very slippery and smelly and all sorts of stuff. But, you know, it's very slippery. You could slip over on that and then bang you in front of the car and they're just going to run you over. You do have to have your wits about you, because people will pull out from a junction right in front of you as if you're not there. So wear the stuff that, like, you know, makes you very visible. Very visible. Don't try to blend in with the background. I've seen lots of people, like, you know, with black jackets, black helmet, black bike. How are you going to see them? You know, you want luminous stuff so that you really stand out, like, you know. But on the whole, it's a really positive experience. I'm really glad that I do it. I've got weatherproofing stuff, you know, so I've got a coat that is going to keep the rain off. I've even got like trousers. If it's really chucking it down with rain, then I've got these waterproof trousers that I can wear. They just go over the top of your other trousers. It's kind of, they just got like an elastic thing around it. Have a look into them anyway. Get on your bike. It's going to be good for you. You'll have a really good time and really enjoy it. You think, oh, I wish I'd done this before. You probably liked riding your bike when you were a kid, didn't you? You know? So on the whole, all of the drivers are very courteous. They give you lots of space. You just got to have your wits about you for the occasional driver who's just a complete tosser. Right? So I hope that you get on your bike and save the planet, because we don't need Russia's fuel. We don't need Putin's gas. We don't need Putin's fuel. Like, we can do without it, right? Find ways of living a more environmentally friendly existence, and that is gonna benefit you, the planet, and the Ukraine a lot more than anything else we can do right now. Okay, so give it a go. I really hope you liked my video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and come and check out my channel.